My essential oil story began a few years ago. I used to be a very active person. I loved going hiking, taking my dogs for long walks, doing any sort of DIY project I could come up with in my house or in my yard. But I had started working extremely long hours and was just exhausted, had aches and pains all over, getting to the point where I was thinking I was going to have to sell my house because I could barely get myself up and down stairs. There were days where I'd actually have to sleep on the couch because I was just in too much pain to try to drag myself upstairs to go to bed. And I had tried coming up with anything I could think of that would make myself feel better. And I went to the grocery store and purchased some essential oils, thinking that maybe I could take a relaxing bath in the oils and that would help me feel better, help me sleep better. And I would put essential oils in the bath and just end up with a horrible headache and put the bathroom fan on, just trying to get rid of the smell. And I was like, oh, these things are terrible. They're not going to help me at all. And so fast forward to December of last year, I went to a class about how to use essential oils to support your pet's health. And this was a class taught by a doTERRA wellness advocate. And she was passing around the oils, and I was smelling lavender, and it smelled really good, and it didn't give me a headache like the lavender I had purchased at the grocery store. And she was talking all about how pure doTERRA oils are and how many of the oils you buy in the store can be adulterated. And so I started putting two and two together that probably the essential oil I bought from the grocery store wasn't pure lavender, but a fragrance. And so I kept smelling all the oils during the class and just really loved the experience. And I was hearing about how this wellness advocate was using the essential oils for her own health as well as her dog's health. And, bells just kept going off through the class. I'm like, well, if I could use these oils to help my dogs, well, maybe they could help me too. And there's just so much that was clicking with what the wellness advocate was saying, and I kept thinking, okay, this is worth giving it a shot. I already know they smell good, so if nothing else, I'm going to be getting a kit full of things that smell good. Worst case scenario. So I got my kit and I began using frankincense every day. I put a couple drops under my tongue first thing in the morning before I eat my breakfast, and within probably a few days to a week, I noticed that it was much easier for me to get up and down the stairs. I wasn't feeling as exhausted. I was like, okay, well, this one seems to be helping. What else can I try? So then I started adding in supplements and using more oils, and I started to feel so much better. I started getting my energy back, and I started feeling healthy, like how I had a few years ago, which is something that was kind of a foreign experience to me because it had been so long since I actually felt like I had energy and felt good. And so I was like, you know what? These oils are really powerful. They really do help. And I want to share them with people. I want people to be able to have the same experience with the oils that I did. And so that is why I decided to become a doTERRA wellness advocate.